This is Feature Mine. So Mark Passio, he's a YouTuber, and he's made some pretty interesting videos about not going along with the system and understanding the control structures that have been trying to control us. But then he goes on a rant about flat Earth and says how flat Earth is a psyop and it's making the truthers look bad. And this is in 2023. He's saying this stuff. Like, he obviously hasn't came across any real information from flat Earth, because the things he was saying, he was trying to make some points. Like, he made a couple points like about the sun and how the sun disappears over the alleged globe horizon. And that's how he sees it, because that's how he was told to see it. He doesn't understand there's other ways to explain these things. And actually, the ways that Flat Earth explains it makes much more sense once you finally snap out of the programming. So this Mark Passio, he recently had a guest on that goes by the name of Greg Reese. And Greg Reese is with the Info Warriors, and basically Greg Reese, I believe he's made a few videos about flat Earth before, and he knows that flat Earth is the real deal. It's actual science, because the globe Earth curvature math doesn't add up. I mean, anyone that's looked into flat Earth really comes out realizing that there is truth to it, because the things that we are told was what they're telling us to believe. Then when you snap out of it, finally, it's like snapping out of the matrix and coming into the real world and understanding that there is no globe curvature, and stop looking at the sky to try to determine what the ground is. People like Mark Passio, he'll have these stubborn points about the sky. So you just have to look in the sky and you can prove it's I think he even brought up the sticks and shadows experiment. Like, this guy is so lost. It's like, this is what they tell you to believe. Okay, the sticks and shadows is explainable with a closer sun and a smaller sun on a flat Earth. Okay, just because you see shadows doing certain things doesn't mean anything. Okay, this is just what they've told you, and there's very strong rebuttals to all of their nonsense that the globe earthers are spewing. And just because you were told one way since you were a kid, see, they break that down to you as a child when you're in school before you can even think for yourself. They're trying to tell you how outer space works, and they want you to memorize all these so-called planets that are actually just lights in the sky. They're not solid objects. And really, the things they teach you, well, you can only really believe that stuff if you're a kid. Like, it's basically like the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. When they teach you this heliocentric deception and how the globe Earth is a ball flying around in outer space, when there's actually no pictures of it, all the pictures have been admitted not real. And basically, so what they tell you, it can only be put into your mind as a child. Like, if they didn't tell you what to believe as a child, then this world would be much different, because people would think for themselves. But no, they tell you what it is. They don't want you to think about what the earth is. They tell you it is not up for debate or discussion. That's how they get it in your mind early as a child, before you can think for yourself. Science doesn't want to have this discussion as an open discussion to discuss. No, they just tell you what it is. So this is what Mark Passio's belief system has came from the school system and from NASA and stuff like that. So he doesn't understand that what he is talking about is actually himself, when he thinks that he thinks flat earth is a side, but actually it turns out the ones that he is so smart about when it comes to not trusting them, but he trusts them on the globe. They wouldn't lie about that. No, right? Look, I'm hoping one of our top flat earthers is able to contact him, because, you see in his interview with Greg Reese, he has a flat earth map on the wall, because, like I said, Greg Reese knows about flat earth from what I understand. He was a guest on Mark Passio's show recently. No, I didn't listen to the show yet, so I don't know if they got into the topic of flat earth or not, but hopefully they did. Hopefully he dropped some jewels on them, because Mark Passio literally will remove all his comments. He does not keep his comment section open. Now, look, I leave my comment section open because if I make any mistakes, I'm okay to hear about it. Like, I put up a couple videos before where, the general public was telling me like whatever they thought about it, or if they think it's not accurate, or if they, think I need to work on a particular point in the video and figure that out more or whatever. I'm open to hear all about it. I'm not going to close my eyes and plug my ears like Mark Passio does. That's what, he doesn't want to hear anything from his audience, probably because he has a globe earth as his icon, and he doesn't want to let his ball go. He doesn't want to, admit that he has been fooled and duped by this same system that he is trying to expose. So I'm hoping one of our top flat earthers like Dave Weiss, DITRH, or Mark Sargent, or somebody, Jeranism, anybody, hopefully one of you guys can reach out to Mark Passio. He has his email. He has a website, actually. Since you can't reach him in his comment section, he has a website, and from that website you can find his Twitter, his Instagram, everything, all his social media. So since he doesn't allow comments on his YouTube because he doesn't want a discussion, he doesn't want anyone to challenge him on anything, well, maybe somebody, one of our top flat earthers, can reach him, or just the general public can start to reach him and show him like any videos that he might want to look at, or anything that might wake him up, because he's so stubborn. He's dug his heels in this whole globe thing. He's saying, no, you're not taking my ball. He said, you guys are wrong. You're a psyop, and I'm going to not have the discussion with you. That's how he's handling this. So it's about time one of our top flat earthers, or even just, like I said, the general audience, finds a way to reach him on his either social media, or, somebody needs to. It'd be nice to see a debate. Let's see. He thinks it's a waste of time to even discuss or debate, but if we could somehow get a debate with DITRH and Mark Passio, or anybody, Jeranism, anybody, like if somebody from the top of our area can go against him in a debate and a challenge, that would be like the best, because I can tell right now his viewpoints are very, very weak. All his arguments about the globe are very 101. Like he obviously hasn't looked into the flat earth topic at all. Not even one bit. If he's making the arguments that he's making, that I saw him make in his last video before this Greg Reese interview, he made some very poor arguments about the globe earth. So he doesn't realize anything yet about flat earth. So this would be an awesome live debate to hear him go against a flat earther with the actual knowledge that we have. Even like Kent Hovind, like he refuses to discuss the topic either. There's so many that refuse to discuss the topic, but I wanted to make this video because it really bothered me how Mark Passio approached the flat earth topic in one of his previous videos, where he just kind of slammed it. He slammed it hard too. He was just like, you guys are nonsense. And then the way he shuts his comment section off after he says all this stuff, it's just like, okay, now it's time to, somebody has to have this discussion with him. This has to happen. So I see, Bro Sanchez is actually, he's having discussions with this FTFE guy, and it's good to see that. Like, I remember I made a video a while ago. I said, yeah, we got to start having discussions with these people that we're saying, no, we won't have the discussion with them because of their personality, or or whatever. I think it's time to just, forget all that stuff. Let's just have these discussions, because I know we have the truth. There's too much proof. I mean, once you wake up to the deception, it'll be clear to see for mostly, especially the truthers, the main truthers that are still reluctant. I mean, when they see when they have the actual real discussion with a top flat earther, there's no way they can not look foolish, because if they try to defend their globe, it just doesn't work. I've seen it too many times, time and time again. The only time a globe earther can try to, they really can't. There's really nothing they can do. I mean, I've watched tons of debates. I mean, they might try some techniques, but that's the only real way they can try to have almost like some type of fight back, as if they throw some tactics out, like, we're going to just focus on this one little thing that I saw, and we're not going to let the discussion go off into any other areas, because this is what I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to talk over you and over, that's the only real way of a globe earther can halfway get any type of standing on the topic, is deploying their, avoidance techniques. Just they're basically, it's the same thing as them plugging their ears and closing their eyes and saying, no, 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 I don't hear you, type thing. Like, that's the only real way they can have any type of appearance as a challenge to the flat earth topic, because the flat earth topic just destroys all of their nonsense. If they have a regular open discussion that's fair and honest and, not skewed with their techniques or anything, I mean, it's not hard at all to have to destroy a globe earth, and a globe earther in a debate. So yeah, so check out Mark Passio. I think his website's whatonearthishappening.com. Like I said, he has some social media links there. Maybe we can get something set up with him where if somebody reaches out and we can possibly get a real discussion going with him, because it needs to happen. Just because how he really disrespected the community, the flat earth community, in one of his previous videos, it was just a couple weeks ago. So I didn't really appreciate how he, it's just very stubborn, and what's the word for it? I don't know. I guess stubborn is the best word to describe his approach to the topic. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to leave some links for you all if you want to check out my feature, my store, my free email newsletters, my social media links, my other channels, and all that. I'm also going to leave links if you would like to support this channel. You can donate as little as $1 to help keep Feature Mind online. I have a membership button here on YouTube, or I have links for if you want to donate directly, or my Patreon, which is the best option, because that's going to help me get much more documentary style videos out. So thanks for tuning in. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. This has been Feature Mind signing off.